Je me trouve devant l'université Saint-Clément d'Oriski à Sofia. C'est la plus grande université de Bulgarie avec 21 000 étudiants. Mais tous ces étudiants, il faut bien les loger. Alors comme en France, on peut choisir d'habiter dans un appartement privé ou dans une résidence étudiante. Mais ici, il n'y a pas d'organisation qui propose des logements comme le Crous en France. En fait, chaque université de la ville dispose d'un certain nombre de places dans les résidences étudiantes. Ces résidences, on les appelle les blocs. Il en existe une centaine et ils sont tous situés dans le même quartier de Sofia, à Studenski Grad. Pour vous situer, on se trouve là, en plein centre de Sofia, et Studenski Grad, c'est là. Pour s'y rendre, on va donc prendre le bus. C'est parti! Après un peu moins de 30 minutes de bus, nous voici à Studenski Grad. Alors je vous l'accorde, l'architecture fait pas rêver, c'est qu'un enchaînement de bâtiments gris et de grandes artères bruyantes. Ce quartier est relativement récent puisque tout ce que vous voyez autour de moi a commencé à être construit dans les années 80. Et pourtant, rien ne semble avoir changé depuis les années communistes. Et pourtant, que vous le croyez ou non, ce quartier est certainement le plus vivant de la capitale bulgare. En effet, Studenski Grad porte bien son nom de ville des étudiants puisque ce n'est pas loin de 40 000 jeunes bulgares et étrangers qui vivent ici. On y trouve en effet tout ce dont un étudiant a besoin. Des bars, des boîtes de nuit et des supermarchés ouverts 24 heures sur 24. C'est bien la nuit que Studenski Grad se révèle. À 3 heures du matin, ces rues austères deviennent lieux de festivités et de beuveries. Mais après la fête, il faut bien se reposer. Heureusement, les blocs ne sont jamais loin. On va partir à la rencontre de David, étudiant espagnol de 23 ans qui vit ici depuis 6 mois. Pourquoi as-tu choisi de vivre à Studenski?
I don't know actually. The first idea were like to come here to the dorm to know it, and if I don't like it in 1 or 2 months to move to a flat or something like this. But the truth is that when that month passed, uh, the, all the cheap flats were already taken, and the price was like too high comparing with here, and we started to make like family here in the dorm, and that's why I stayed here.
Quelle a été ta première impression quand t'es arrivé à Studenski?
Okay, the first impression was really bad. I have to say, the building is so old. All the corridors are painted. It has like jail doors, and it was like, why I'm here? But you know, when the time passed, it's like normal. But the first impression was bad. Yeah.
Combien tu payes pour un mois à Studenski?
Okay, at the beginning I was sharing my room with Manu, my roommate, and we paid each one 55 euro, okay, per month. But now I have to pay double because I'm living alone, and so I pay 110 euros each month.
Yeah.
Light, water and heater, it's included.
Comment fais-tu pour te faire à manger parce qu'il n'y a pas de cuisine?
Yeah, the first month was impossible to do nothing here because I only had a fridge, some salads, those things. But I bought a cooker, and now I can prepare something and trying to go each day one step further. Like the other day I prepare lentils. Like I'm starting to prepare more complicated dishes, but it's a bit hard to cook here, but
Ok.
you can do it somehow.
Quelle était la procédure administrative pour venir vivre à Studenski?
It was super easy. I didn't have to make nothing. It was just in one of the first papers that you have to fill for the Erasmus. There was a square. You cross it, and it was like, okay, go to the dorm, and they made everything.
Ok.
The truth is that like the first day that I arrived here, I didn't knew even where were the dorm. My buddy picked me in the airport, and he took me here, but I didn't knew anything. The first day was like day full of surprise, and they left me here in the door. It was like, okay,
Pourquoi as-tu choisi de vivre à Studenski Grad?
I don't know. The money was important, of course, but the the main point was like I was starting to make here like a family. I was talking with some of the dorm mates about to move to a flat, but at the beginning when we were searching, they said, "Okay, I think I prefer to stay here." Those things, and finally we all decided to stay here, and it's like a very big flat with many rooms, and was good. Those months here, we had the best things of flats and the intimacy of your own room, those things.
Il y a une sorte de communauté entre les mêmes gens du même bloc.
Yeah, we made a community. We are one really open with the people who is not from our dorm. You know it. You were here some days, and we used to do many things together. Even today I was lunching with another Serbian girl at her room. We used to ask, hey, are you doing something? Maybe one coffee, maybe those things, one beer.
C'est pas un peu déprimant de se lever tous les matins et de voir l'architecture un peu grise de Studenski?
Okay, the architecture is not very beautiful, but they are building a lot of new buildings here in Studenski. But the good point is to be so close to the mountain. I can see it from my window, and it's not a really bad place. There are some streets and they are not good prepared, but in general it's like not bad. It's nice.
Quelle est la différence entre ici à Studenski et où tu habites en Espagne?
Okay, in Spain I live with my family in my home. We live in a flat, and okay, it's very different now because I'm here alone. Okay, and yeah, their life was so simple, you know. I took off my clothes, put it on the floor, and they appear magically clean and ironed. But now it's completely different. You have to do it all by yourself, or okay, you can find some help with the people here, but most of the things you must do it by your own. It's the most big difference.
Pourrais-tu vivre ici pendant toutes tes études?
No way. Okay, this now is comfortable, but for 1 year I think is enough, and it's also because of the people. You know, without the people, this place will not be the same.
Merci beaucoup David d'avoir répondu à nos questions.
C'était un plaisir.